Family, welcome to Irvington Unbound, the online newsletter of the Sheridan St Block Association. I'm Jay, and I hope you and yours are in a state of bliss. Let's get to work. In block news, it was actually an incredible few weeks. When we started this, one of the biggest issues were the dangerous and dead trees that had a bad habit of falling on houses and dropping gigantic branches in the middle of the streets. And we're happy to report that the trees have officially been removed and replaced, with the exception of the stump at the end of the block. Major shout out to the DPW and Health Department. The potholes and flooding are next on the to-do list, but both fall underneath the DPW banner, and seeing their track record, we're sure we'll find resolution. Now, in local news, the directors' meeting had the usual complaints of trash and deteriorated properties when the rodent issue came up. Dr. Griffin said that there was a plan forthcoming on how the township looks to tackle the issue. There were also complaints of drag races on Myrtle Ave to 18th, where they spoke of adding speed bumps. Budget concerns continue to plague the township employees. The $75,000 cap set by the council to cover the mayor's sex case has been exceeded, which we know thanks to Miss McD and RLS Media getting an opera request. In the time since the last Unbound, Phil Murphy came to town with Black Cowboys and had a small rally with the Team Irvington Strong Gang. If you know me, you know I love a good segue. In state news, the Repubs and Dems had their major debates before the June 6 primaries. I'll emphasize again how there are three elections every single year. Seriously, there's an entire industry dedicated to this stuff. It's a part of the economy. Repubs had Jack Citarelli dismantle Kim Guadagno, while Dems had Jim Johnson, Ray Lesniak, John Wisniewski, and the aforementioned Phil Murphy square off. Due to the nature of politics, the June 6 primary may very well be the deciding factor in governor, so a video is on its way. Governor Christie's $300 million State House renovation has been met with a lawsuit. Senator Scutari introduced a marijuana legalization bill, and as expected, it had no provisions for urban communities and the people most impacted by the drug war, or as I've grown to call it, urban equity. Finally, our friends at the DPEA have sent links, so please check the links in the description. The state budget has a $527 million deficit, so at least the township isn't alone with monetary issues. In national news, Trump fired FBI Director James Comey, and the media is inundated with speculation, with no mention of the Democratic National Committee lawsuit filed by Bernie Sanders supporters who claim fraud on the grounds that the presidential primary was rigged, and with the emails from WikiLeaks, they have a strong case. That being said, we're going to bring this episode to a close. Saturday is the youth conference at the GAT, so please make sure to swing by. If you like the video, toss us a like, sub, comment, or share. And if you really like what we're doing, crack the link in the description and become a Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Guys, love you, see you later, and until the next episode, take care of yourselves and each other.
Come on! I've done every possible thing to piss you off!
Yeah, but
I've ruined lives, hurt your friends, destroyed jobs.
I know, but...
So why don't you hate me?
Because...
Come on.
What
conceivable reason could you have not to hate me?
Because it's too easy! It's the easiest thing in the world to do. Any imbecile can hate. It's lazy! You wanna know what takes effort? Being nice. It is so hard to be nice to some people. But what am I supposed to do? Call you a jerk over and over and over and hope that one day you'll wake up and go, I'm cured! Yeah, the first million times didn't work, but the millionth and one, that was the magic number. That's what got through. How likely is that gonna happen? And don't get me wrong, there's times when we need to be angry. We need to fight. If not, we'd be goose-stepping our way to work right now. But it should be one of the last options, not always the first. Because when you get angry, you don't think straight, and people take advantage of that. And maybe you disagree with me. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll listen. I'll listen to what you have to share. And even though so much of what you say feels wrong, I'll still keep it in my mind that you could possibly be right. Because if I'm not willing to change for you, how am I supposed to expect you to change for me? I want to be patient enough to see more how we're similar rather than fear how we're different. And you know what? It's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard. I'm going to fail a lot. Hell, I failed a lot already. But this is the one thing I'm certain the more I do it, the better I can get at it. I may be a screw-up, but I'm tired of being lazy. If you're tired too, maybe we can work on being screw-ups together.
Nah.